Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by today. Today's beer is Dry Docks Hop Abomination IPA, 6.5% by alcohol by volume. I don't think I've had anything from these guys. A hoppy worship of an IPA, massive amounts of floral, citrus, and tropical hop flavors lurk beneath ivory white caps swirling amid glowing golden seas, waiting to conquer your palate with their bitter deliciousness. Our take on an American favorite. Small Brewing Company of the Year 2009 Great American Beer Festival. They're out of Colorado, Aurora, Colorado. A lot of good beers come out of Colorado, guys. I've drank a few of them from that state, and there's a lot of craft breweries in Colorado. And a good friend of mine, Zach, is getting ready to open up another one, Chain Reaction Brewing. Look for him. Give it a search on Facebook and check it out and see, because I think they're getting ready to pop the doors open here in the next 30 days or so. So, good guy. I'm sure he's going to be doing some good beers. I have sampled one of his beers, a smoked beer that we did a kind of a little trade type deal a year or so ago on, and he does some very tasty beers. So look for Chain Reaction Brewing, guys. All right, let's get on with this one. These guys, like I said, are Aurora, Colorado, 6.5%. Availability, it says rotating on this one. The commercial description, exactly what I read off of the side of the can there. They do use Chinook, CTZ, Centennial, Galena, and Amarillo hops on this. So quite an interesting combination of hops there. Alright, this is an IPA, so it's going to have your typical food pairings, and these are just recommendations, guys, that Beer Advocate has. I mean, you can drink your IPA with whatever you'd like. Cuisine is curried into Thai food, cheeses with pepper, Monterey, pepper jack, sharp, blue, cheddar. Your more pungent cheese, the Gorgonzola Limburger, and it meats poultry, fish, shellfish, and salmon. I will add grilled meat to that. And pizza, and tacos, and just about anything that you want to drink your IPA with, guys. If you've got something you want to drink your IPA with and you like, I mean, lasagna, spaghetti, or I mean, just whatever. If you like to drink your IPA with a certain food, by golly, do it. Just because it's not in the food pairing doesn't mean it shouldn't happen. So if you like to do it, do it. All right, guys. Glassware to pint, Becker, the tumbler to mug, Stein to side ale. This being an IPA, it's not recommended for extended cellaring, so we're going to use a pint glass for this one tonight, guys. On the bottom, it must be a code, because it has 2.1271025, and it looks like there may have been something else written on the side of the can over here. It looks like it's the same thing. 2.12710.26. So I don't have any idea what that code is. It's not a legible date that I can see, so thumbs down on that. I don't know what that 2.127 would mean. Evidently it's some kind of code for them, guys. So we need to have a month, day, and a year on the can, especially for an IPA, guys. It's my opinion. I'm going to keep harping on it until we see every craft beer do it. If it was a food stuff, they would have to have a date on it. And it's a damn shame we have to have a damn law. That's the reason they don't do it, because there's no law saying they have to do it, so that's why they don't do it. So, and there's a cost there too, but if you're going to be in this business, you need to have that machine that does it. Just my opinion. Alright guys, over into the light. This one's kind of cloudy. I cannot see the bulb through this beer. So this may be an unfiltered beer. So, be quiet there, I'm doing a damn beer review. Kind of orangey tangerine color. Looks pretty good in the glass. So didn't pour much of a head, and the head it did pour is dissipated already. So let's get a nose on it and see what the dry dock hop abomination is all about. Huh, it's got a nice hop presence there. I'm getting it's very citrusy. A little bit of pine, a little bit of grapefruit. Very floral, a little dankness in there too. Not knowing the date of the can, it's really hard to tell how fresh the beer is. So, Nate sent this down to me. Nate, thanks again, brother, for sending those beers down to me. This is an interesting looking can. It's got a looks like a set of eyes coming out of the sea. I can't tell if it's a woman or a guy. It's just got a green eyes. It's their nose and the eyes above the waterline there, guys. So, a nice hot presence there. I'm pleasantly surprised. Well, let's give it a taste, see what we got. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Nate. Thank you, sir. It's got a nice bitterness on the back end. Let's see if it's got an IBU. It has 100. 100 IBUs on this beer. Not too bad. It's pretty nice. Kind of disappointed it doesn't have a date on the bottom of the can. It has some kind of code there. Nate, you may know what that code is, since you can get those beers in your area. So I have not been to the website to decipher codes. And on some good news note, Sierra Nevada now has gone away from the Julian code, and they are putting the month, day, and the year on the bottle. Yay! So thumbs up for them guys for doing that and getting away from the Julian code. Maybe they're hearing me. Maybe somebody's listening. So Julian codes is a bunch of BS as far as I mean. It's horse hockey. Nobody needs to have to go to a brewer's website or to learn a Julian code. Of course, it's not that complicated, but still, month, day, and a year. Come on, 2014, guys. Month, day, and a year. It don't get no easier than that. Don't make it more complicated than it is. It's not blowing my hair back or my socks off, but it seems like a decent IPA. Very nice hop presence. Decent amount of bitterness on the back end. 6.5%. Now if we could just get them to put an IBUs and a date on the can, we'd have something going on there. So guys at Dry Dock, or what is it, Dry Dock Brewing Company, are you hearing me? Are you listening to me? Put a date on your cans. The IBUs is not as critical. Be nice to have that information, since you've got 100 IBUs, which is a pretty big beer, pretty big hop presence in that beer. But date on the bottom of cans, guys. You got to have it. It's going to cost these guys probably a grade point because they don't have it. So let's let it warm up a hair, let the other half taste it, see what she thinks of it, and I'll come back and do the final chug on this one. Be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Got just a little left here, and I would think this is an unfiltered beer. There is a lot of sediment in the bottom of it here. Now that I've got down to the bottom of it, it's an okay beer. It's not blowing my socks off or my hair back or anything, but it's got a nice citrusy, floral, a little bit of grapefruit, a little bit of pine, but the 100 IBUs, it needs a little more maltiness to me than what I'm getting, and not knowing the date on the can, I don't know how old the beer is, so it may be a little more fragrant and a little more hoppy when it's fresh than it is now. So let's do the final chug. Not super excited, but it was a decent beer. Nate, thanks again for sending those beers. It was decent. On the overall grade, I would probably give this a 6, which is a B. But since it doesn't have a date on the can, it's going to get the 5, which is the B minus. Still above average beer. I just think these guys need to step up to the plate and do the dating thing, like I always say, guys, especially on an IPA, instead of some kind of code or something like they've got printed on the bottom of this one. So let's go see what everybody else thinks. Let's go over to Beer Advocate. Beer Advocate says 85 in the good range. And Rate Beer says 81 overall and 54 in the style. So not good numbers on the style there. 81 is probably where I would give it in the B to B minus category, guys. So if you had this one from Dry Dock, their Hop Abomination, give me some comments back on this one, whether you liked it or didn't like it. Hit the like button while we're liking everything. Rate, comment, subscribe if you hadn't already, and let's go check out, see what's in the fridge tomorrow, guys. See you then.